Hello, my name is Doe, and I would like to read for you today the first chapter, or most of it, from my book, Happiness in Your Life, Book 2, Intuition. This is about intuition, the sense. Intuition is a sense, just like sight or touch or any of your other senses. There's really no magic to it. You can have it naturally, and you can either train it to be better able to use it or not. It, like all of your other senses, was given to you to help you navigate through life. Some people call it their gut feeling, and others refer to it only as their conscience or a knowing. It's all pretty much the same. It's that feeling inside that tells you, right or wrong, yes or no. Some people have a stronger natural sense of intuition, just like some people are born with incredible hearing. Some people take the time to train their intuition, as most of us were trained to use our other senses when we were children. Hearing uses sound, sight uses three-dimensional images, and intuition uses the energy of emotion. Training and using your intuition is as valuable as using any other sense, and without it, you're missing part of the world. When you were little, through a billion questions, you learned what all the sights, sounds, tastes, and smells in the world around you were. Fluffy beings were labeled as dogs, cats, hamsters, and bunnies. Sounds were labeled as the vacuum cleaner, the coffee maker, a car starting, and so on. You were a constant sponge and learned so much, but likely you weren't ever taught to pay attention to the signals being given to you by your intuition. Intuition literally means learning from within. Become aware of and learn to trust your inner feeling, and it will become stronger. Avoid getting talked against your better judgment or getting talked into things that just don't feel right. Intuition, most often, is a sense that gives you a present feeling of future consequences. This isn't psychic. You've seen lightning with your eyes countless times, and only after a few seconds do you hear the sound it makes, thunder. This does not mean you're a psychic if you see lightning and announce, soon there will be thunder. Everyone knows it. At some point you didn't know it, but were taught, and since then, you take it as a given that it's going to happen. And it does. As you learn to trust and act on your sense of intuition, it will continue to strengthen. Sooner or later, it will become like any other sense and will guide you toward good and away from danger. If you saw a train coming towards you, you would move away from it. If you hear the phone ring, you answer it. Well, sometimes. This will become the way your intuition works. You will just know when to move forward or away from people and circumstances as reliably as if you saw, heard, or knew with information from any other sense. If it's a sense and it's so helpful, then why on earth wouldn't you be taught how to use it? Well, the simple answer is because your parents weren't, and their parents weren't. A person can only give what they have, so this missing giant hunk of knowledge has eluded generation upon generation. Bizarre, isn't it? Not really. Think about history versus now. We live in a patriarchal society, meaning it's mostly been men in charge and masculine energy ruling the world. Intuition is stronger in women because women are more in touch with their feelings and are allowed by society to develop and use them more in childhood and adulthood. Men aren't. For thousands of years, we've been in battles over territory and resources, and it was necessary to survive to rely mostly on brawn, and the physically strongest were the ones who would survive. So, in order to kill people or take all their stuff, it was also necessary to shut down feelings and conscience or die. Nowadays, yes, there are still wars, but in many places there is peace, and has been for a few decades at least. So many of us can safely go from survival mode to thriving mode, or natural. It's not natural to be at war. It's not natural to ignore your constant stream of feelings. The modes of operation that are perfectly normal during war in order for the person to survive are totally abnormal after war and could wreck what could be a good life. It is totally possible to switch gears and shift into a thriving mode. Using your feelings and intuition are a huge part of that switch. Your life will change enormously for the better. Your inner peace will become seated, take root, and develop and strengthen over time with patience and practice. Does this sound good? I hope so. Otherwise, the rest of this book is going to be really boring. So that is just a little bit of the first chapter about intuition. And again, it's Happiness in Your Life, book 2, Intuition, of the Happiness in Your Life book series. And they're written by me, Doe. If you would like the book on Audible, it's there. I'm not reading the book on Audible currently as of 2024, but I might record it at some point. It's also in paperback, PDF ebook, hardcover, and in Kindle. And the information should be somewhere around here, wherever the links can be found. In the book, I also talk about using Intuition. Well, I'll read you the chapter headings, titles, chapter titles. I don't know. Using intuition daily, strengthening and training your intuition, recognizing intuitive signals, types of intuition, intuitive blocks, flashes, premonitions, dreams, and psychics, telepathy, mind reading, and influence over others. That's something, but it's not intuition, and chakras. And I also have in there, in the strengthening and training your intuition, just clear guide. I call it the Big 20, and it's a clear guide of easy meditations that you can do so that you can actually learn your own inner language. So I hope you will love it. Check it out, and thank you so much. Bye.